Oh, I started above John Williams'
Right, okay.
shop, which is our shop before you come to church. There's John Williams, and then the passage, and then the little building. Well, the little building used to be a wooden hut on the corner, it's like Burnage Library, isn't it? Our little building is the same as Burnage Library. Well, it didn't used to be that. We all called it the wooden hut, and it was all wooden door. You went through swing doors when you went in, and that was all. We then moved from. There was only 6 of us, I think, in above John Williams for a few weeks, and then from there, we moved into this little hut, and. In that back room we used to have all these little tiny weedy chairs we used to sit on, and there was they were all ladies really, Miss Giles. There was all female ladies really to begin with, teachers. And we used to sing "Hear the Pennies Dropping" and that kind of thing. And there was all these little tiny chairs, and we sat facing Parswood Road, always that, side on as you went in, actually facing the road. Oh, they were lovely, all the people. I can never remember a nasty one there at all. And we grew and we grew and we grew. And of course it was just Sunday school in an afternoon then at 2 o'clock. I didn't go to church as such then. And it wasn't until really got older and made a church. We turned into a youth fellowship. And when we had that, we'd all grown up together, and we'd all perhaps got extra friends joined us. And then we had the church youth fellowship, CYF as it was called. And we used to have speakers then. That's when we were in our teens. We used to have a speaker every week. It was lovely, on the most interesting subjects. And one of them is now the Prime Minister of... I'm just trying to think what his name is. Oh, I can recall it normally, straight away.
It will come back.
One of these foreign countries now. And he came, he was only training then. Now, it's his name exactly, but I wonder whether there's a lot of people all have the same names, mind you.
Right.
But seeing that he's worked his way up as Prime Minister, and he was an avid churchgoer then and student, when he came and spoke to us. It'll come to me eventually. If not, I know the other couple that are left that I can ask. And that swelled the numbers up, and we all used to go everywhere together. In the end, you would not probably think it was right, but there was 200 of us, young ones, all together. We went to everything. My mother used to say, "Why don't you take your bed there?" And that went for, I would say, all of us, nearly. A lot of us. We all became teachers. We've worked our way up, and these are the ones that are all dwindling off now. We've lost 3 have died. One, we were at a funeral, Robert included, last Friday, one of them. I thought his card's short this year, and I've got 3 that have died, short, missing, that have always sent cards. And others have gone in a home and don't know, you know, they've forgotten. There's only, as I say, there's only 3 of us left, but there's 6 this year gone. My age group, all younger than me. Anyway, we had CYF, and we had these, I'd say, over between 200 and 210 in the Sunday school. And we all used to divide up when we went carol singing into tenors, bass, contraltos, sopranos. We used to go midnight hikes. We'd get over £1,000 carol singing, going round the pubs. Went in every pub singing. They did us very well. Some used to put notes on. 10 or, you know, notes, pound notes. And of course the people gave us each, as we went round, used to divide up into so many each house. And we'd sing in the house, you know, as well, after we'd eaten, to make sure they got the money's worth back. And, we used to enjoy it, and we used to go out 3 nights before Christmas. And we used to love it. We'd sing till turn midnight we'd be. And we really were dead keen on it. And it used to be absolutely wonderful. And then when we used to go midnight hikes, we used to go ordinary hikes during the day. 25 miles is the most I've ever been. Couldn't do it now. Well, for the last 15 or 20 years, we've all been saying, couldn't do a hike now, But we used to be sat on the banks of rivers and things, eating sandwiches, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning. And we used to love it. There was no hanky-pankying in those days, you know. We all just walked and sang. We used to sing hymns as we walked along. You know, even in the night we used to sing hymns. Some people passing through some of these country villages must have wondered what on earth was happening.
So would a midnight hike have begun at the church then? Or would you have got the train?
Oh no, we used to catch the train out into the country.
How would you get back then from midnight
and then we
hike?
had to walk back again to the thing. So we always did something. We used to be out all night, and then sometimes we'd call in places and have a breakfast. While the shops were open then, we used to know the little places where there were that opened up for breakfast, and that was that. But we had a wonderful Sunday school, and I can remember a lot of the people, Mr. Piddock and Mr. Turner and Amy Carter and there's lots of them, Miss Giles, and they were wonderful. And Amy Carter used to play the violin for us as well, and we always got presents, little presents in the Sunday school when we were in the primary, on your birthday, and a birthday card. Don't even get a card these days. The older you get, the drops off, you see.